cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Sturdivant. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover two look, so there's two safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. What will they second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think of it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They kick it away on fourth down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air, it's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his
catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Alston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to give this guy the ball in space.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Oh, better look out! Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Flagway. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Under fire. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. The Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back to work on offense. After the lack of production in the 1st half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the 2nd half.
Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Knight. He's going to take off. Quick with the spin move. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the 1st half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Auburn trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And his fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Gators in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Free up the gut. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden you're...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming up.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might as well stick with him. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides, really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws it back. He's going to run it. Strong, firm tackle.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Knight. They'll run the screen. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan. And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying play action. Here's the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here.
Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Hauls it in. Turning it on. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly, exceptional accuracy on the punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sidelines, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him! And they got him! A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled